Peace fam, it's the pressure cooker and I'm back with another video. Hopefully I'm not talking too low in this video. It's nighttime. You know, I gotta keep it calm. So in this video I want to share with you online lessons and observations, and this is the 2022 edition. I've done videos like this before on my other channel, and I want to try to go back to some of the original content that I've done in the past. So I'm going to share with you 6 things that I've learned this year that stood out to me just from being online. So here it goes. So number 1, people will replay, rehash, remix the same story over and over again as many times as they need to for content, for a click and a view, whatever it is. They need a reason to disparage your name. Okay, so I can't tell you how many times I've experienced this personally this year. The greater part of this year earlier, I wasn't even engaging with a lot of people from the beef sector, and my name would come up, and it was just so crazy to me because I just wasn't entertaining them. I was pregnant. I was trying to stay positive, and people just kept remixing, rehashing the same shit over and over and over again. And there's something that I would hear. I think my mom would say this when I was growing up, and she said, tomorrow when people when they can't get in the news plan, they will make it up, right? People literally will make things up when they can't find out about your business. When they don't know what's going on, they will just create the shit. Okay. On top of that, they will remix and rehash an old story, and that just tells me that's all they can come up with, right? That's all that they got. It don't faze me. I've been over it 11 times. I just laugh now whenever I see it, because it tells me if that's your only connection, if that's the only thing you could do, you really don't know anything about me. You truly have nothing else. Please try again. So, the rehashing, the remixing, it's old and it's tired. And I've learned, just be silent. Just let those people fight by themselves. It's hard. It's really hard, but just let it go. Number 2, people will use things you've shared about yourself and turn it into a vulnerability. Now, what do I mean by that? Let's say I shared, these are just random examples. Let's say I shared, that I have a partner, or I went on a trip, or whatever it was, or I shared that I have a health issue. Those are things that people share if they're vlogging or they're just trying to be more personal and more forthcoming with their audience. And some low-life person will take that information and they will try to turn that into a vulnerability. So something that they think they can use to play you, something that they think they can use to level you to the ground. And I've seen people use this tactic many times. And I've had people do it to me, not this year, but in the past, I've had people do it to me where I'm like, where did they get this information from? And then I realized, oh my gosh, this person literally went through all my videos about when I just moved to Canada, and then turned that into a vulnerability to make it seem like, oh, there's nothing going on with my life. It's so crazy. So you have to be careful what you share. I have no regrets about any of the things that I've shared. But just be aware that what you share, people can take your story and they can once again remix it and rehash it to turn into what they want it to if they have nefarious goals. Okay, so just be careful about that. It also tells me that they're fans and they're watching, because literally there's things that I forget that I've shared, and then you hear these people rehashing some of the stuff, you're like, yo, you're a fan. That shit is like mad old. Like, I didn't even remember that I made that video. So, or if I see them do it to somebody else, you could see that they've been studying people just so they can find something. Because guess what? You don't got no arrest records. You're not out here prostituting yourself. You know what I'm saying? You're not out here sucking dick for 10 cents. Like, they're mad. They're mad that that's not your life. Anyway. So, be proud of your story. Whatever you share, you be proud of it, because it can easily come back and be rehashed in a way that you did not intend for it to. Number 3, people are hard-headed online, girl or boy. Okay, I've recognized and I've taken a step back. Don't be nobody's mama, auntie, okay, sister. If you have a friend and you want to tell them something, that's fine. Say it once and keep it moving. Because no matter how much some people see other people get hurt by someone, there are some people that I've noticed that they want to be the next person in line. Like if there's a seat available, they want to be signed up for those seats, even though they've seen this person do and say horrible things. And it's come to the point now where I'm like, okay, there's no way you didn't know that. Sometimes there's newcomers, they truly don't know. And then there's people that's like, there's no way you don't know this person's been like this. I don't feel bad for you. I don't even shed a tear or bat an eye anymore, because it's like, you want this. Leave the hard-headed people alone. Sometimes it's hard when you care about people, but leave it alone. They're adults. They're fine. Okay, everybody learns in different ways. Number 4, okay, it be your own people sometimes. What do I mean by that? Now, if Shanquilla's story didn't teach us anything, it be your own damn people. And let's take that a step further, okay? I've witnessed so many ridiculous, disgusting things on here this year where, I've seen other black people tag team with racists to try to take other people down. It's not the first time I've seen it, but like, it just hits different when you've seen people be victims of that person and then they turn around and then they try to be the victimizer. Like, there's some sick shit that happens on here, and it's so crazy to me. It's like you're trapped in this loop. There's this new show on Netflix called 1899. Child, it's all about loops and shit. Literally, I feel like that sometimes when I watch things unfold online, particularly YouTube, because it's like, this happened before. This is just another version of the story. Like, this shit happened before. And it just feels like you're stuck in a time warp, a whole nasty piece of wormhole or something. But child, watch out for people, because remember they said not all skin folk are kinfolk. Okay, watch your back, be careful. Some people will befriend you just to try to take you down, or some people were never your friend to begin with. And in a particular sector of YouTube, friends are very, very rare. Don't be dumb. Okay, like I said, it'll be your own people. Number 5, pay attention to the people who join you in celebration when good things happen to you in your life, when you experience pure moments of joy. Celebrate people, especially people that, you support. It doesn't cost you anything. It doesn't cost you any money to celebrate with somebody, okay? If you see somebody going through a good moment, you see somebody traveling, you see somebody celebrating, and we might not catch everything, celebrate them. Celebrate with them. Pay attention to those people. I know that I was very encouraged this year by a lot of my supporters when leading up to the birth of my son, and even now I still get positive comments, and every time I see those comments, they warm my heart, and I am so grateful. And because it's easy to focus on the negative stuff, but we really have to take the time to be focused on positive things. And I pay attention to the people that celebrate me, because there's people that you've celebrated, there's people that you will support and you will rah-rah with them, and they are nowhere to be found in your moments of pure joy, because they're hating ass hoes. Okay? Pay attention. And then the final thing that I want to talk about in this video is always come back to your why and your values when your integrity is challenged or things get hazy. Sometimes being on social media, your values are going to get challenged. Okay, you're gonna wonder, why am I here? Why am I doing this? Oh my gosh, there's so many times that I have that question. And always make sure you have that reason. Make sure you know what your why is. Always know why you're doing it. Know what your core values are. Okay, for me, one of my core values is authenticity. Okay, that means keeping it real. You don't have to prove to other people that you're keeping it real. You know if you're keeping it real. Okay, and if I ever feel like something is not authentically me, or I didn't like the course that I went off on, you do something about it. You know what I'm saying? You come back, you redo the video, you take it down, whatever it is. That's me. That's one of my values. If it's not something I would do in my everyday real life, why would I do it online? You know what I'm saying? So always come back to your why. Always check your values. Okay, some people, hey, if your value, there's nothing wrong with if your value is money. If that's what one of your values are, just don't sell your soul for that shit. Okay, you don't have to sell your soul if money is one of your values for being on here. So anyway, that's all I got for you. Those are the things that I wanted to share with you about online lessons and observations 2022 edition. I hope you guys are having a fantabulous holiday. If you celebrate Christmas, Merry Christmas to you and happy holidays, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.